Does your anxiety make you worry about ghosts and supernatural stuff and paranormal stuff? You are not alone. That's actually a common worry. That's what we're going to be talking about. Stay tuned. That's what's up next. Hi, my name is Natasha Daniels, and I'm a child therapist, and I make videos for kids with anxiety and OCD. Today, I want to talk to you about a very popular topic in my therapy office, and that is the paranormal. Kids love to talk about it, they like to spook each other, and for anxious kids, it can freak you out. Sadly, all you have to do is go to school to hear about the latest craze or the latest spook. They like to talk about movies that are creepy, they like to talk about real ghost hunters and things like that. And for most kids, that's a fun topic. But when you're anxious, your anxiety files all that away and saves it for later. Like especially when you're going to bed at night, or especially when it's dark, or especially when you're alone. And then it's not so much fun anymore. The weird thing though, is even though kids will come into my office and they'll tell me how freaked out they are about these things, they tend to watch a lot of things related to this. They watch YouTubers who have episodes about ghost hunting. They watch scary movies like Paranormal, Paranormal Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part gazillion. Why do they keep making those? There is not enough paranormal stuff for them to watch. They talk about it with their friends. Is that you? Do you get spooked by this stuff? Is it freaking you out, but you watch a lot of it? Okay, so tip number 1 is gonna be pretty obvious. Stop watching this stuff. It's not good for your brain. When I was a kid, I used to love to watch scary crime shows, and then I'd stay up at night worrying about crime. That doesn't make any sense. Same thing with ghosts, paranormal, and evil spirits. You don't really want to be watching anything related to that. So the first obvious thing is cut that out. YouTube is not your friend. If you're watching things on YouTube that seem real, there's something called special effects. And so you can watch a video that shows something moving or a little light that's going on the screen. People can create that. There's special effects that can mimic all sorts of things. So be careful with what you watch. Don't believe everything you see, even if it's someone that you respect, because people want a lot of views. And so they're gonna make videos that seem pretty awesome that are fake. Secondly, I tell kids, if people are being possessed, haunted, or hurt by demons and spirits, wouldn't we hear a lot about that on the news? And I'm not talking about your YouTube news, I'm talking about the real news. It would look like this every night. And now in other news. Another child has been haunted by a ghost. This is the 4th one in the last week. We don't know when this will end. Have you ever watched the normal news and heard anything about people being haunted or attacked by spirits or ghosts? No, I watch the news. I try actually to avoid the news. And if you're anxious, you shouldn't watch the news anyway. But if you happen to watch it, you will never find anything on the normal news about spirits and hauntings and people being hurt by ghosts. It's just not happening. So we're not talking about whether ghosts are real or not. We're talking about, are there spirits that are out to hunt you and harm you and destroy you? And if you focus on something bad, you're going to see things to prove your point. So if you are so convinced that there are creepy things all around you, guess what you're gonna find? Creepy things. I see this all the time in my practice. Kids are looking for things. Hey, that shirt was over there, and then I walked away, and that shirt was over here. How did it get from there to here? Ooh. Sometimes when we're looking for things to happen, we're going to see things that maybe have a normal explanation. So you want to stop looking all over the place for ghosts and spirits and things that are creepy. Stop, because it's going to freak you out. So reset your brain, and every time you start thinking about those kind of things, think about something else. What's something else? Change the channel in your brain. Do you remember how we talked about that? Go and watch this video and learn how to change the channel in your brain. Because if you're going to stay on the ghost channel, you're going to get freaked out. Lastly, look around. If there are things that are creeping you out, like dolls or clowns or shadows, remove them. I have so many kids that I work with who have things in their rooms that at night completely freak them out. So don't just sit there and have these creepy things in your room that you think are gonna come alive, which by the way is not true, or they're gonna walk down the hall, which by the way is not true. If that's really bothering you, it's okay to tell your mom or dad, hey, you know what? That doll in my sister's room, it keeps me up at night. So can we donate it? Because I noticed that she doesn't play with it anymore. Or you know that doll that I have sitting there in my room? I know that it was like your doll when you were a kid, but it freaks me out at night because I'm pretty sure that I see that it's moving, which by the way, it's not, but anxiety will lie to you. Remember that video? Watch that one, anxiety and OCD lie. So get rid of those things so that you don't even have to deal with that at night. You can go to bed and you don't have to be like, is she looking at me? Is she looking at me? We don't need to deal with that, do we? Going to bed is hard enough as it is. So I hope that ghosts and spirits aren't going to be part of your anxiety issues anymore. I hope that you find the sparkle in everything you do, and I will talk to you next Thursday. Take care.